Hey everyone, on today's video I'll give you a quick training tip regarding the pause squats, which you're currently halfway through the working sets for. So I currently do the pause squats with the SS yoke barbell. You can do it with a regular barbell. You can also do it with a back squat, front squat, any other type of squat you want. But basically the idea is with a pause squat, squat like normal, and on the bottom of the squat you pause for a second or two, ideally 2 seconds, and then you stand back up. So a couple of reasons why you want to do this. First off will be technical concerns. By doing the pause squat you're actually able to work on your technique both during the ascent and the descent, as well as making sure you have that good position at the bottom of the hole. So when you're pausing at the bottom, make sure to maintain tension, you're bracing, you're not relaxing. And then during the ascent, you really want to focus on fixing your mistakes. So if you tend to slide back, if your knees tend to shift back during the squat, and your hips and your back tend to take over, use this time to really focus on maintaining that upright back angle. And conversely, if you tend to go too much on your toes and you're too much of like a leg dominant squatter, you can use this to focus on bending that back over a little bit more and introducing some back work into the squat. The second part of using a pause squat is that you can actually use it to increase time under tension, which will help with hypertrophy outcomes. With that pause at the bottom, you're maintaining tension, you're still causing all the muscles to kind of hold isometrically against an external force. You don't even really need to slow down the descent too much. I wouldn't recommend slowing the ascent, just squat up as fast and hard as you can. I kind of throw them in every other training phase. So I'll do them for about 6 weeks on and 6 weeks off, just to cycle and get fresh movements in there. So a couple of tips when you are doing the pause squat. First off, like I mentioned before, don't bounce out of the bottom of the pause squat. So you might pause there at the bottom. You don't want to initiate the squat with a bounce down then stand up again. That way you can really focus on getting that strength out of the hole rather than relying on rebound and momentum at the bottom of the hole. The next thing is the pause. You ideally want to keep the same or at least very similar pause length at the bottom to compare squat and progression. You don't want to be doing 1 second pauses this week and then like 3 second pauses next week. Trying to keep them at 1 or 2. Just keep them similar, whatever you choose to do. When I first started doing these, I like to put my iPhone at the front so I could actually have 2 real seconds on a 2 count, because you can start shortening that 2 count down to 1, 2, and then you squat up, and it's really not looking like a pause squat at all. Thirdly, you want to make sure you hit full depth. You don't want to cut the pause squat short. Finally, you want to maintain tension throughout the bottom of the squat. You might be able to rest your thighs on the back of your calves. Not a great thing to do there. Make sure you're kind of hovering there and maintaining that tension and maintaining that balance. And that's really going to transfer over to the regular squat so you can have really good strength out of the hole. So hopefully you'll drive up some numbers with a regular squat. So let's get to some pause squats.